Hello.
Hi!
We're in it. Let's fucking
It,
go.
it's Zelda time. We're gonna beat that bird.
We're gonna beat
Everyone
that
say it with
bird.
me. Beat that bird. Beat
Oops.
that bird.
Game is very loud for me.
It's
Yeah.
quite loud for me as well, so.
You're gonna have to deal with that on your own, sorry.
No, I know. No, I'm aware of this.
Okay. Time to, oh god, relearn. Okay.
Beat that bird, Claire. Beat that
Oh.
bird.
Was it left or right that was better? Left.
His left side, yeah. You want to hit him from the left.
Oh. Well, that went good.
You're relearning. We're getting back into it.
Hi.
We're getting back into it.
Hi, Fan. Oh, right.
Hi,
Use
Fan.
D-pad. Need thunder. Come here. Ooh. And then...
Shield and jump.
Right, thank you.
Yep.
Wow, literally only have enough. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Right. Okay, I gotta keep moving. Gotta keep moving. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. So how is the gaming world for you? Because I feel like we have been away for 2 weeks and everything happened.
Everything happened, huh?
Yeah.
Hi, Ree. Welcome. So Unity's doing well, is my understanding.
Oh my god, have we not talked since that?
We have not talked about it yet.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. How popular on the internet is it? Because so far I've had like 5 people talk to me about Unity. So I take it
about it. Is that an indication of popularity?
Who?
I saw TikToks about it. You know, TikTok.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Children.
The youth know of the Unity.
Yeah, the youth know about the Unity things. It's also like I think it's pretty viral on Twitter. Jeff Keighley talked about it. So it's like
who is that?
The guy who made the Game Awards.
Don't know him.
Fair enough. His name's Jeff Keighley.
Cool.
Ree, I know too many game devs to know whether it's common knowledge generally. Yeah, me as well. I know too many people to know.
Yeah.
But I did first hear about it from social media, so I think it's just known, you know?
Yeah.
Claire, what's your thoughts on it?
My thoughts are, I legally can't say anything about it because the same day I signed a thing, that said I would not talk negatively about Unity. So no further comments.
Am I legally allowed to talk negatively?
Oh yeah, you're legally allowed to say whatever the fuck you want.
Fuck that shit. That shit sucks. I hate that. It's so scummy and ridiculous, and like it's such an indication on like at the point that we've gotten to, where it's just like this is just a thing that someone could go and do, and like we're not like rioting. Right? Like, okay.
So which thing are you talking about? Because I know multiple things that happened that day.
So I know mostly about
the pricing model.
The pricing model is
that's what people are upset about. Yeah,
that is the big one. What else happened?
They're forcing people back into the office, which I realize is less about people. People would care about that less outside of the company.
I care about that.
Yeah, but I care about that too, because it's like a lot of disabled people I know are like, also, you know.
Don't they have like people from all over the continent?
Yeah, you can be a remote worker though. Like if you're registered as a remote worker, you can stay remote. But if you're not registered, yeah, and so, but you need like a medical proof and whatnot, saying that you can't come into the office, and you know that's super easy to get.
Yep. Anyway, what I'll say is that also fucking sucks. Fuck that.
That also sucks. But we can talk about the other thing. Also, are you I see you are keeping up with my death. Thank you.
Oh, I'm keeping up with it. Don't you worry. I just think it's so transparently like evil, you know? But like
I mean, yeah. Sorry, I
In
mean, no comment.
no comment from you.
No comment.
But from
That's a
my
statement you've
comment
made.
is, I'm making the statement that it's so transparently evil. It's a pricing model, download-based pricing, and it being proprietary, and totally fine that it's secret how they count downloads, and also removing the GitHub repository of the old terms of service, now, and that the new terms of service is retroactive. Yeah, that's
Oh, I know something that is a neutral statement and is not a
Oh
judgment.
yeah,
It's
tell me
just a
this
thing
neutral
I've
statement,
heard.
Claire.
They don't have the pipeline in place for this. The infrastructure doesn't exist.
They
They
don't
can't
know
actually
how to
do
count
it.
downloads.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. The like way downloads are counted, it doesn't. It is not how it works.
I see. That's
So
incredible.
they can't actually do it yet. So there
Well,
is no 100% guarantee that they'll have it ready by the time they say that they will do it, which is very realistic. Sorry, is a thing that might happen.
yeah.
Yeah. When I say realistic, obviously, I just mean business never goes how you expect it to. There's always things that are unknown, and that's
So
it.
true.
That's all I mean.
Whenever I hear, whenever I learn more about this situation, it makes me feel like my head's gonna explode. I think that's good to me. Not that you can say anything about that. Anyway, what gaming thing did you want to talk about, Claire?
There are like a number. Like I think the biggest thing is like the Nintendo game announcements, or the showcase that happened.
Now that is exciting.
That I was excited to talk about, and I was like, shit, we haven't talked about that yet. Like that happened after. Also I started grad school.
Oh,
Like
you also
proper.
started grad school. Yeah, that's exciting. I think you were just starting last time we talked.
Yeah, I had done like one class, and now I've done more than that.
In just as exciting news, I've started birding.
Burning?
Birding?
Oh, birding. Yeah.
Birding.
Oh, we're birding today.
You're birding today?
Yeah, look, we're birding together.
This is not what birding is, Claire.
It's not when you go around and hunt birds?
No, you're supposed to, like, not interact with the birds. You're supposed to, like, you know, help and make sure nature and the environment are, like, okay.
You don't
Well,
shoot
just
them
kind
with
of
thunder?
watching and keeping track of the birds.
Okay.
If
Do
you
you...
were like, does this count? Should I note this down in my bird app that we saw a thunderbird today? Because I don't think that's quite what they're envisioning.
Ooh, well, I think that is, dang it, a miss on the part of birding.
That's
to
fair.
not take into the consideration of fighting birds.
That's fair. I think that might be a conservationist approach that avoids fighting birds.
You don't have to win.
Well, even if you're trying, I do think that's gonna disturb a bird.
Or maybe it'll make it more confident. Maybe it'll be like, I can't be defeated. I'm invincible.
Sure. Maybe. Or maybe that's also not good for the environment.
Right, because then you get birds that are way too confident, and then people put in an HR complaint, and like the cats are like, okay, we need to stop this. I'm tired of these birds being too confident.
Maybe the bird will be happier from all the glory of victory. That's true, but maybe the bird will go out and kill other things that it shouldn't be killing. Claire, does this mean I can start talking to you about birds? Claire, I don't know. Do you want to talk about birds? You can talk to me about birds, Fen. I don't know about Claire.
Wait, I mean, yeah, of course you could talk about whatever you want. I mean, this is public,
Okay,
so maybe
it was
not
directed at me.
whatever
I thought
you
so.
want.
I didn't want to say you mixed us up, because that feels accusatory.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like
But
asking permission. Like, is
that's
it
fair.
okay if I go off on talking about birds? And I'm
Talk to
like,
me about birds all you want. I'm happy to talk about birds.
I'm also happy to talk about birds. I just won't know as much. Except the,
I don't think I know particularly much. I do know one
nice.
fact.
They fly?
Um, what?
They fly.
I know two facts.
Yeah, what's the other
One,
one?
they fly. Second is there are so many small brown birds that often, if you can't identify exactly which one it is in birding circles, you'll just note down LBJ, which stands for little brown job, which is just the way that they
Job?
describe little birds they can't identify. I don't know why it's called that. I was just been told that that's a thing. So you know, if you want to seem cool to other birding people and you're like you can't identify a bird, you'd be like, "Oh, that's a little brown job."
Sorry, she gave you a what last night? Oh, a little brown job? Okay, well,
I'm
never
gonna
mind.
kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Oh yeah, she gave me a small bird I couldn't identify. Yes. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. That doesn't happen to you on dates?
I don't go on dates except with
You
my
don't go on
wonderful
dates?
girlfriend. Except
Okay.
with my wonderful girlfriend.
Those are dates.
Yeah, it's true, and we go and see birds, so I guess that does. But I've never been handed a bird.
Okay.
Just end of sentence. I've never been handed a bird. I
Uh-huh.
can't think of a time in my life I've been handed a bird.
I can.
When were you handed a bird? Tell me.
There
Nate.
has like I feel like someone has owned a like I have memories of people having pet birds and being like, "Do you want
But
to
did they
hold?"
pass you the bird in their hands?
Maybe not like cupped together, but like, holding out their
Then,
finger and letting the bird like walk onto my finger, for example. Does
yeah, I
that not
can't say
count?
that I've experienced that, but that sounds
Okay.
wonderful.
It was. I love a bird. Oh god. I'm consistent at getting no, dang it. About halfway,
Getting to that
but
point, yeah. It'll gain more and more.
yeah.
Anyway, did you want to talk about the Nintendo Direct?
We do that too. I feel like we have so much to talk about.
2 weeks go
Like
by and suddenly we can talk about birds.
we
We
can
can
talk about
talk about
birds.
Unity, except you can't talk about Unity.
I can
We
talk
can
about
talk
Unity,
about.
I just can't say anything negative.
That's fair. We can talk about grad school. Um, Claire, I'll let you choose the topic. Do you want birds? Do
Um,
you want grad school? Do you want Nintendo?
let's start with Nintendo. I think that's probably the most relevant. What
Did
is
you know
everyone's
that in the new
game?
Princess of Peach game, you
She's
dress up in
Butch.
gay little outfits, and that gives you power?
Yeah, I'm so excited for this game. There
Finally,
are, yeah,
games for women.
fuck. I was really hoping it was a sequel to Super Princess Peach. It kind of is. Like, I feel like at its heart, it
Yeah,
really is. But yeah. I will take Peach gets like 100 outfits and then murders some dudes.
I do. She is Kirby. That's so true, Ree. She's
No.
also Barbie. This is Barbie thing. This is a Barbie ass concept for a game.
Peach is a
It's
Barbie.
literally what?
This Peach is a Barbie.
Yeah, this Peach is a Barbie because when she puts on a new outfit, she gains the ability to just be that, which is both Kirby and Barbie.
The only meme I know of about it so far, like I don't know how the internet reacted, is a not safe for work one. So I won't say
Yeah.
that one. But do you know any good memes about this announcement?
I haven't
Because
seen any particular memes about it. I've just seen that people are like, "This looks great. I want to play this so fucking bad." That's mainly what I've seen from people.
nice.
And I'm one of those
You're
people.
among them. You are
I'm
people.
among them. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be cute. I think it's gonna be an enjoyable time. Um, when has a game been bad that where you dress up in cute little outfits and do things?
Um,
Also, I think the theater
I'm.
conceit is fun.
Hmm? What was that? I missed that.
Oh, I said I think the theater conceit, the conceit that she's in the theater, is
Oh,
fun.
the theater conceit. Yeah. I think that's really cool. It's like a nice concept. Are there other ones you're excited about? I feel like there were a number of ones that I was like, holy shit. Um,
Um, I'm. I would be okay. This is maybe where I get the hate. I'm about to get some hate, Claire. I'm about to get
ooh.
some hate.
Oh, I think I know what you're gonna say.
I'm kind of like meh on Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
I knew it.
It's not because I don't like the game. It's because I own the game and I can play it on GameCube anytime. And like, it doesn't seem like they've made really substantial changes, you know?
I don't remember
Um,
if I own it or not. I feel like I do.
I think you might. I think I've seen it at your house before.
I need to check this.
This is crucially important.
You know what, Brianna? I don't. I rented it from Blockbusters when Blockbusters was a thing. And then I was going through it in the same method in which we are playing Zelda today. But I
Yeah?
didn't complete it. I only got to the Colosseum in the sky.
Sure. I think I beat it when I was a kid. I tried to go back to it, and then I didn't complete it.
I think
But
it's
like,
fun. I think we should play it one time. I don't think it's the worst Paper Mario, unfortunately.
no, if we were
Um,
gonna play the worst one, wouldn't that be like the sticker star or whatever that everyone hates?
yeah, see, this is gonna be another controversial one because like, well, maybe it's not gonna be controversial, but it's gonna be a hard one because like I've heard that Sticker Star isn't bad, it's just kind of boring. Because it doesn't have like a level system and whatnot. Like they basically removed all the completely revised the combat system, which like is interesting in itself and in its own way, but is not classic like Paper Mario expectations. So
Sure.
that's a large part of, at least from what I've heard, why people are not a huge fan.
That's fair.
So there might be other ones that people um actively dislike. Maybe that's not true. I feel like people generally like every Paper Mario game.
I don't think people don't like sticker star. That's what I've heard.
Okay, right. Yeah, besides
That's what I've
Sticker
mostly
Star.
heard. But yeah, I think people are like, the rest of them are all right. But are you excited for that one? Because I think people are allowed to be excited for that one. I think it's fine if people are. It's just I looked at it, I was like, this just kind of looks like it did on the GameCube.
Yeah, I did
And
have to go and compare it side by side.
yeah,
And like it looks different, obviously because they're paper. But it looks crisp. Like the paper looks very clean. It doesn't look pixely. It looks like, like paper instead. It sort of looked like like a flat pixel creature instead of like paper. Now it looks like paper. Would be like the big thing. Um,
sure, yeah, that makes sense.
I I don't know if I can get excited for any game, because I don't have a lot of time right now. But like, I am excited generally for the idea of playing it. Oh fuck. Because I would like to return to it, but I think much like you, I'm like, well, I could just pick up the save I never finished because I'm already like halfway through
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I yeah, I'm with you. I did really like. I'm looking now at all the announcements.
Yeah, can you go through them and we can say how we feel about them?
Yeah, I think we've already talked about Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
Yeah.
Um, Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake.
That one seemed neat. Actually, like that one seemed cool. I've never played a Mario versus Donkey Kong game.
I played them.
Um,
Sorry, yeah, you go.
that was kind of the end of the sentence.
Fair enough. I played them when I was a kid. I think I played both of the games that were released. I had a lot of fun with them. I think they're good games. I'm glad that more people are gonna get to play them. I wish you still played as the little toys.
Oh, as a what?
As the little toys, the little wind-up toys.
Yeah.
In
I
this one, it looks like you're
remember
just playing as Mario, which is just worse. I'm sorry. Like, I get it. You know.
I agree with you.
But I think it's just worse. Yeah, there's these... Okay, so... Fen, the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games are basically puzzle games. It's basically... They're puzzle platformers.
If you like Toad Adventures or whatever, it was
Yes, it's
Captain
like Captain
Toad.
Toad's Adventures.
Yeah.
You can't... You're playing characters that generally... Because they're little Mario toys, they can't jump. But there's a bunch of levels that basically you have to move things and adjust things and time things correctly so that you can progress from the beginning of the stage to the end of the stage. Usually just one screen. And you would play as little toys, and they were trying to rescue Mario. And now Mario's trying to rescue toys. I think. And it looks like he can jump a little bit, so I don't really know what's happening with that.
Right.
Because the whole conceit is that you can't really jump. Which, if they're changing that conceit, that's fine. I just don't know what it's going to look like. Because I don't know how they keep the stages the same, you know? Anyway.
I mean, I guess they won't. Or, like, they'll be early stages and they'll become easier because you can jump, and then the later stage, I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, like, you know.
Yeah, there's
great point.
They could do. I'm not saying they can't. They're Nintendo. They're going to figure out how to make a Mario game. But, you know.
I guess so. They might be able to. You don't think we'll have to let them know how?
What was that?
You don't think we'll have to let them know how to do it?
I think that we could go over there, just like fly to Nintendo of Japan, explain in excruciating detail to them how to make their own video games. Yeah, I think we could do that.
Not even Nintendo of America? We're gonna go to Japan? Like, I'm up for it.
No, we gotta go to the source, Claire. Nintendo of America isn't making games. They can't do that.
It's true.
Nintendo of Japan's making the games. We gotta go to Japan and explain to them how to make their game.
Right. Doug Bowser's never
really
seen a video game. Yeah, this is the plan. That sounds good.
Yeah. Next up.
Yeah.
Unless we have more to say on Mario vs. Donkey
Kong. Seems neat. Never played one. That's it.
Cool.
Oh.
F-Zero 99.
Cool concept. Not gonna play it.
Probably not gonna play it. Desperate to hear about how it's going. Have not read about it. Bet that it is the most unbalanced meta you can imagine.
Oh my god, I love that.
There has to be. I just have to assume that that's true. I don't know. I've not heard. They haven't let me in to. Well, you know, I just haven't looked it up, I guess. But I'm so curious what that meta is like because I don't see how that concept doesn't become just completely ridiculous, unbalanced, and chaotic in like a fun
way.
Like
why is that? Oh,
shit. There are 99 of you on the track. Try not to bump anyone. Go.
Damn.
To me, that's inherently going to lead
to old game. They remade. Yeah.
Yeah, so the F-Zero, this concept is, it's like Mario 99.
I like the 99 concepts.
It's fun. This one is basically, it's a battle royale, and they're all battle royale type games. This is Battle Royale F-Zero. You're all on the same track.
Too.
Sorry?
There was a Tetris one too.
There was a Tetris one too. Yeah, this one is like, you're all on the same track. If you bump into someone, you'll lose like energy, and if you lose all your energy, you die. and if you can pick up on the energy of other cars bumping into each other in order to gain a boost that lets you kind of fly over everyone. And you're playing F-Zero. It just feels like a recipe for absolute chaos, which I respect.
Yeah, the chaos appealed to me.
Yeah. Anything else?
Not on that one.
Okay, Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remasters.
No thoughts.
Don't worry, you can still play with the triangle titties if you wanna. That was a thing they showed in the presentation.
I know, I remember
Don't worry.
that. I forgot
Don't worry,
about
you
that.
can still play. We're not getting rid of the triangle titties. Don't worry. We understand what you need as players. We
Keep
will
your
not get
hands
rid of the
off my
triangle
triangle
titties if you
titties.
want them so desperately.
Yep.
Thoughts?
Yeah, no, just keep your hands off my triangle titties. No more thoughts.
Great. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD.
Never played a Luigi's Mansion. Seems neat. I'm glad
I
people
played
who are
the first
into
one. Had a hard time getting into it. Had a hard time getting the
yeah.
grasp of it. Had a hard time grasping the ghosts.
Oh, okay. They're sort of slippery.
They're really slippery. Games seem fun though. Yeah. I hope that people enjoy it. There was a Luigi's Mansion 2. This is a remake of it because it was on the DS. There's Luigi's Mansion 3 is actually a game that is out on the Switch as well. So this is really a remake of the second one for all those big Dark Moon fans, which is the name of the second game. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
Yeah, if you're into hunting poltergeists and having a vacuum, who you're gonna call? Luigi.
Uh-huh, exactly. I'm glad you like the first one. Maybe the second one you will enjoy. If it's on the Switch. That could be fun. Any other Luigi's Mansion thoughts?
No. It's gonna be mostly no thoughts for most of these.
That's alright. But I'm sure you have loads of thoughts about Splatoon 3's DLC. Side order DLC.
I wish I was into Splatoon. Like,
I wish I was a Splatoon person.
This is
feel
my
you.
thought, is like, every time Splatoon stuff comes out, I'm like, play Splatoon. But it's such a, like, co-op game. Like, you need a crew. Except this is, like, single player. But first, you have to buy a $90 game, and then this is, like, $40 DLC on top of it.
Yep.
So you need to spend, like, $130 to play the solo player game.
Yep. 100%.
Which I don't think I'm gonna do. But it looks so fucking cool.
Yeah, I wish I was.
I want to know the lore. It seems like they have enough stuff that's lore now. Like, people were like, oh, it's that character. And I'm like, damn, we're at that stage of Splatoon.
I happen to know a weird amount about Splatoon lore.
Oh, good. Okay.
Because I work with neurodivergent 18 and 19-year-olds.
Yeah, I imagine you know a lot about,
so
like,
I got
Fortnite.
that Splatoon knowledge hookup.
Nice. I actually would be interested. I guess we can't play Splatoon like the other Splatoon. There's no, like, worst Splatoon that is playable because the only playable Splatoon is the most recent because it's all server-based, right?
That's true. That is true.
That's kind of sad. I'm sure there are people who have, like,
we could just
set up
probably
private
do it
servers.
at some point. Just like, fuck it. We're taking a break from Worst Foot Forward. We're gonna play some Splatoon.
No, but, oh, you mean like Splatoon 3. Right.
Yeah. You know, we could. It could be fun.
We could.
I have never been a first. The problem is I'm actually like, I'm not a like, I know it's not just a shooting game. I understand.
I know what you're gonna say, and I agree.
I'm not that sort of a I'm not that sort of a gamer. I just am not a gamer where I find enjoyment and pleasure from aim and shoot at other real life person, because everyone else is better than me at that.
And you
and
want to
so
win.
it's never particularly fun. I got into Overwatch for a bit, and then I got out of Overwatch because everyone else was better than me.
Damn.
Yeah, but you know, give me a roguelike and I can blitz through that.
Yeah,
Usually.
I feel you on the shooty. I played Splatoon 1 and 2, I
Yeah,
think,
I
or
played them
maybe only 2,
briefly.
but I really liked it. But the thing is, I lost interest because it's like, well, it's the same thing over and over again. And the thing that really held me was the idea of playing with people. But I didn't know anyone who played. And then, like, you know, after I stopped playing, I met a lot of people who were like, oh yeah, I play Splatoon like all the time. And I'm like, where were you when I wanted to play Splatoon? Because I don't necessarily want to play Splatoon anymore.
That's so real. That's so real. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not my type of game. Um, but it is aesthetically, lore-wise, all of that seems really fun, seems really interesting. I think the character design stuff is fun. I think it's neat. Shall I move on?
Yeah, I think the one. No, sorry, no, not yes.
No,
One thing I
no.
would like to say about Splatoon is like, I feel like there's a partial desire to get into it because Inkling is like one of my Smash mains. I think that's where my like true interest, went, and also Marina and the other podcast or not podcaster
Pearl?
announcer Pearl, yeah, Pearl and Marina were like such a vibe, that I was like, oh, this is what I mean with lore, where I'm like, I could get into Splatoon lore.
Yeah.
I like their designs. I like
Mm-hmm.
the idea of like a shy announcer and someone who's, I don't know, like the archetype of like shy versus confident. I eat that shit up. That's great.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it seems really fun. It seems really cool.
And yeah, Splatoon 3 seems like it did a lot. A lot of people were really cool, but I just can't justify spending that much money on a game that I'm like
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
not gonna play that much.
100%. I'm with you.
Ow.
But I also,
Dang.
yeah. Shout out to all the Splatoon people. I hope the DLC is as fun as it looks like it will be.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah, I'm
Side
gonna
Order
move
is a
on
fun
now.
name for a DLC.
Yeah. Are they all food-based? What are the other DLC names?
Great question. Splatoon DLC. No, Inkopolis was the first one.
Okay,
And
and
then,
number 3?
sorry?
In number 3?
Yeah, Wave 1 was Inkopolis.
Right, and that puts the
Wave
city
2
that
is
was
Side
in...
Order.
Oh, we're only on... Okay, so there's like
Well,
more
Splatoon
coming
3
out.
only came out in,
Like
God, when did it
this
come out?
year?
Splatoon
Last
came
year?
out in 2022, September, like a year ago. It came out a year ago.
Oh,
They've
okay.
had 2 DLCs since then, so
That makes sense.
yeah. They're making DLCs faster than Pokemon is, which is kind of terrifying, because Pokemon does it too quick.
I would say that Pokemon learned its lesson, and I think that's good. Take your fucking time.
Based on
Do
my
not rush your game
experience,
devs.
based on my experience with the Teal Mask so far, I would agree with you. I think the Teal Mask is really fun.
I haven't played it or bought it. I know. Oh, this is one thing we haven't talked about since last time. Is I picked up Pokemon again, and I'm in the crater.
Oh, so you did all the plot lines. Do you regret your words and deeds?
No.
I can't believe you still hate Arvin after all this time.
Yeah, of course I hate Arvin. He's so annoying.
You want to know something that is true about me and the reason why I have such an affinity for Arvin from Pokemon? We're in the Pokemon Zone now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Pokemon Zone. If you are worried about spoilers for the main game of Scarlet and Violet,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna put a message in chat real quick.
Oh, by the way, sorry, not by the way. I agree with what you said about the, I guess this is what you're doing. I'll wait until the message goes in. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
So spoilers. I agree with what you said about the team. I forget their name. Team plotline. When it was ending, I was like, oh, you know what? I think this is actually pretty good. I don't know what Brianna's saying. And then as it kept going, I was like, oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
see. Yeah. Uh huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Which is like,
100%.
how does it go? It's like, um, you know, the principal is like trying to understand these kids that the school has failed, seemingly,
Yeah.
and then does and is like, you know what? That's the school that failed you, and I'm like, damn, hell yeah. Um, and then it's like, but we're still gonna have to punish you, and it's like, wait, what?
hmm I mean, yeah, that part's silly. Um, it's it's coward silly. Yeah, I just think like it's yeah. I don't hate it. I truly don't. Um, but it's not. It's just like, come on. Obviously, you know, they set up the whole thing that's like it's not really a punishment because what they want to be doing, you know, whatever. But still,
Which means they didn't have to frame it as a punishment. They could have just been like, it's gonna take a while to like convince the administration to let you back in, given
yeah.
what they
But you
know.
know,
And in the meantime, we can have this opportunity set up. Like there's a lot of ways
yes.
you could frame it, and I think that
I mean,
choosing
I think
to like
they just
psych
wanted their
them
little
out.
joke, and that's fine. But you
I
know,
think it was a mean joke.
yeah, I
I
think you're
know
right.
it's not mean to anyone but like a cartoon character. But and like the cartoon character doesn't have emotions as much as, we are projecting emotions onto them.
hmm
Um it's still like weak
It's
in my
weak.
opinion. I think
It's
that
weak.
is storytelling.
They could have gone harder on that.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, you said that a while ago. That was ringing in my head as I was finishing
Yeah,
that
totally.
plot line.
I really yeah I that plotline to me was the weakest of them, just in terms of how I felt about them. Um, but I enjoyed parts of it. I enjoyed bits and pieces.
Cool,
Um,
fair.
why do you hate Arvin?
I think he's annoying.
So here's why I cannot help but have an affinity for Arvin.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fair.
it, I this is like kind of sad shit. Um, November last year, I had a text from my
Okay.
parents
Yeah.
that said, "Hey, your childhood dog is not doing well. Um, we're gonna have to probably put her down. Um, do you want to come over tomorrow and be with her?" And I went. Well, yeah, obviously. This makes me want to die. I'm gonna play Pokemon about it. And swear to fucking God, I
Oh
boot up Pokemon. I play for like an hour, and there's fucking Arvin talking, and then I immediately get to Arvin's plotline about wanting to save his dying dog. And I started
no.
bawling on the couch. I was like losing it. I was like, I need to help this man save his dog. He has such a complicated relationship with his parents, and he loves his dog. And I need to help him. I don't care that he was a little bit of a shit to me originally. He deserves to be. He's been through a lot. Anyway,
Yeah, I
so
can
yeah,
respect that
this is now why I have such a personal care
attachment.
for Arvin and attachment to Arvin. Um, yeah, I fundamentally believe that Scarlet and Violet, one of the strongest aspects of Scarlet and Violet is their character work. Um, I think they're managing to do character work in ways that, like, he got really close though. He did really
Yeah,
good.
that one was decent.
Um, they've managed to. I think that their characters are compelling in ways that some of the previous characters for the last few generations haven't been to me personally. And Arvin is one of those for me.
Fair. hate him.
Fair enough.
I like his dog. I just don't like him.
What are your thoughts on his plot in general?
I think it's like so like obviously I only know as much as going to the crater.
Sure,
His
yeah,
dad being the professor was fun. Wow, that was a shit run. I think that explains a lot. Um, Obviously for you that means hot mom. For me that meant tech bro dude. Um, so maybe it's the vibes. Maybe it's because he has tech bro dad vibes. For me and for you.
Wait.
It.
Sorry, no, please continue.
What?
Are you saying that Arvin is similar to his parent?
Maybe.
Is that the okay? We picked up different things
In
from
terms
that.
of like my enjoyment of them as okay, so to be clear, I think Arvin is compelling. I agree with you there. It's just like compelling in the way that I like, you know, you can like a character as far as like how they put the story forward and dislike them in terms of like why they put the story forward. That's how I feel about Arvin.
What? Okay. I'm curious about what you don't like about Arvin.
He's just like possessive in a way that's like annoying to me. Like he's like, step off, Nimona. This is my friend. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, Arvin. I care about Nimona way more than I care about you.
They're all doing that though. It's the thing.
I don't know. Penny isn't really.
Penny is at. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
There's more interactions.
My difference is that Nimona is the headcanon for whom my character is pining, and
That's
as
fair.
soon as Arvin, and so like so when I play Pokemon, in order to like, I guess enhance the experience for me because plotline has always been sort of thin in Pokemon. That's not true anymore, obviously, but this is a habit that's carried over. Is like I would roleplay in Pokemon. I would give my character backstory. And so in Scarlet and Violet, in Scarlet and Violet, my whole thing was that my character is like kind of obsessed with Nimona, in not technically a healthy way. And so
Love
like
this.
I would play, yeah, I would like from like an obsessive teenager point of view, like whoa, this is a champion. This person's talking to me. Wow, they're so wow. Oh my god, like idealization sort of
Yeah.
yeah, like an unhealthy way. And so while playing I'm like, okay, I gotta make choices from this headspace. And Arvin insults her, and so I have to go, fuck you, Arvin. That's my future wife or something.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which I think actually illustrates how harmful the possessive
Yeah.
I was playing someone who's possessive in a game where literally everybody is acting possessive, and that shit just,
Yeah,
makes
that's great.
makes you dislike people.
See, I played the game as
A normal person.
specifically I love to be well adjusted with my 3 traumatized besties.
Couldn't be me.
Which is an experience I didn't have in real life, so I'm kind of loving the experience of it in the game. You know, I don't know that necessarily. I think that Penny and Arvin are truly the ones that are like the game frames as traumatized, but there's some stuff with Nimona. I don't know how
It
far
also
you
frames Arvin as the romance, and I'm like, I didn't want this. I didn't
I
ask
don't
for
think
this.
any of them are the romance. I truly don't feel that way.
It really, I don't know. I felt like it was trying to like be like, and Arvin is like gonna be who you date, and it's like, I don't want to.
I never think about that as being things that Pokemon games have because they're children, and so I just
Children date.
no,
I
I
did when I
know
was a
that, but I
teenager.
I don't think about like when the main character of a story is a child or a teenager. Um, that it is not a headspace that I'm in.
You don't like to think about the complexities of teenage drama.
No. You have to remember I dated in terms of my entire teenage years up
Oh,
to the
that's
age
fair.
of 18. I dated uh the amount that I was in a relationship during that period of time was a grand total of taken all together 3 months. So,
Wow.
um it was not really a part of my life very much.
Sorry, I said
Uh
wow in a way that was like, I think I was just like, the fact that you could count that, like you,
uh-huh.
this is clearly something that is like you've kept track of or thought about. So yeah, impactful.
It is a thing that I mean, it's a thing that I like just to it's a thing it doesn't like it's not something that bothers me anymore.
It's just
But it was something that bothered me
contextually,
for a
like,
while.
it shapes how
Yeah,
you
it
think
just shapes
about
how I think
being a
about these
teenager.
games.
Yeah.
Also, because Pokemon is primarily a game about um your pets. It's a game about
Obsessively
pets.
catching everything.
Not just that. It's a game about like meeting cool people and their pets. That's the game.
Damn. Fen, what am I doing wrong? Have you figured this thing out yet? Because, like, I feel like I think I understand it, and then I just get hit 5 times, and I'm like, well, that's that life.
I've not figured out the pattern yet.
Like,
So,
I guess I get the pattern, I just don't get what I'm supposed to do with the pattern.
sure, that's fair. I think it's like I think jump low is like when you're avoiding it. Try and jump
Right.
low.
Right, so that I
Um,
have more control. Yeah, okay.
Yes, that's my biggest advice. Is like don't jump high. Try and jump low.
Okay, yeah, I think
Unless
you're
you're
right.
trying to hit. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Scarlet Violet. I think it's totally fair to have the take that you do on this game, but
I was thinking about it, was like, am I gonna like Arvin this whole time? As I was doing his story, and I was like, the whole time I was like, I like his dog. You know, that's compelling. I think his motivation, like I do find him compelling. I just don't like him. I like
That's
not
fair.
liking him. I think he is an interesting character to dislike.
That's fair. I feel like it's just like I just like I think he is compelling to me, and also I have like care for him in my heart, partially because of the dog thing, but also partially because of like, buddy, I'm sorry you had neglectful parent.
I get
had a
it.
neglectful parent.
The way I played it also is his storyline was the shortest. Because what I did is I
Sure.
did the champion, the path of the champion, and then I went back and I did all the content
that's
for
true.
Penny, and then I went back and I fought all the beasts.
That's fair. I did his
order.
storyline first, so
So I like one-shotted most of those bosses.
yeah, that's fair.
Which was, like,
did,
not
so what
interesting.
happened to me was at the end of his story, there's the fight against him.
Right.
I was underleveled severely.
I was so overleveled.
I was immensely underleveled. It was the hardest fight in the game.
Nemona was the hardest fight for me.
I breezed through her because I did the Nemona storyline.
Yeah, see, this is the thing, is like, Nemona, I had only done the Path of the Champion. Yeah. I was like 10 or 15 levels below Nemona when I was fighting her.
God damn. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The power of poison.
Yeah. Shoutouts. Yeah. No, I found all the primary characters. I think Penny was the one I was the least compelled by. I still found her all right, but
I think
Nemona...
she's an interesting character design, but least compelling as a character.
Yeah. Anyway, the thing that I was gonna say about the DLC is, I'm not gonna do any spoilers. I'm just gonna say that they did not forget how to make a fun and interesting rival character. Slash companion type, in the vein of Nimona, Arvin, Penny.
There's a new rival.
There is, and the only thing I'm gonna say is I find the character fun and endearing as
Okay.
like type of person. That's all I'm gonna say for now. I've so far found 2 shinies in the DLC. I've decided my
Nice.
DLC team is gonna be the shinies I find along the way.
Wow, maybe the shinies were the Pokemon we caught along the way.
Yeah, exactly. So now I have Raveler, named Chicken,
Oh.
um,
Yeah.
and a Greedent named Peanut.
A green named what?
Greedent named Peanut.
Oh, that's really good. I also have a shiny green, and I think it's the only shiny I have in that game.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
I've
it's a
not
good one.
encountered a lot of shinies.
It's a fun one. Anyway, that's my Pokemon experience. Should we go back to the Nintendo Direct thing? Oh, we're gonna have to end the call in a sec. So once
Oh,
you're done this
right.
round, we'll take our break.
Yeah. Like how soon? Oh,
3
I got
minutes.
time to die.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
Ooh.
When
Yeah,
we come back, we'll continue Direct.
I guess to stay on Pokemon for the last minute or so, then I am really excited to get out of this crater to find out, because I think I remember a comment you made a long time ago, and you were like, "You haven't even gotten to the crater," and I'm like, "What is like? No, I haven't. What happens in the crater?" And so like I literally paused the game during a cutscene and then had to go to school. So
I think the
I've
crater section of the game is really fun.
cool. I love that they're companions. I love that they are companions in this section.
Yes,
Pokemon companions is such a good like
inspired, frankly.
thing.
Genius.
Yeah, it was. Wish more games did it. Anyways, that's that. I'm going to reset and then
I'm gonna
we
say
can...
spoilers done, and we will gonna go to break.
Yeah. All right. Be right back.